Hey everyone, welcome back to the Swerve Startup Grassroots Show here for Runway. My name's Brandon Burns. I'm your head of community, and today we're doing something exciting. Not only are we in an amazing studio here at the Pulse, which is all part of Diversitat's program and training, but we're also doing a podcast and a vodcast all at once. And we're actually going to hopefully get this program to a stage where we'll be YouTube living to you as well. So we're refining, we're testing, we're trialing things, but we're really excited to be sharing this with you today. And for those of you listening and watching, I want to take the opportunity to introduce the first student of several that I'm actually going to get on today's program and talk to you about their experience currently with Runway and what's happening here at Diversitat and the Pulse, and also their opinions and insights into trends that are happening in digital and social media that are going to be really valuable, especially for those of you watching and listening who are looking to target a younger audience with your product or service. So welcome to the show. I've talked enough already, but I want to take the opportunity to introduce my very first guest. She's a student here. She's what's called an SBAT, and I'll get her to tell you what that is, but it's Milana. How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well. So tell me, right, you're currently doing a course with Diversitat.
Yeah.
And I think the title that you've got is SBAT, is that correct?
Yes.
But what does it stand for and what do you do?
Okay, so it stands for School-Based Apprenticeship or Traineeship. And basically students come in for part of a day a week and do training, and then they do a full day of placement in like a field of work that they are doing a course for.
Excellent. Okay, so is this your first year doing the course?
Yes, it is.
With Diversitat?
Yeah.
And what drew you to want to do this course in particular?
So I've always wanted to work in media. I do acting training and stuff like that.
Yep.
And I thought, well, if I do something like this, I'm broadening my horizons in where I could work in the media.
Yeah, great. And so when you embarked upon looking for something like this in the Geelong region, how did you find Diversitat?
So they set up almost like a pop-up kind of store kind of thing at an event that I went to advertise the different courses that they do. And so I went and had a talk to some of the trainers, and they suggested that this course would be a good idea.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Now, this is the interesting stuff because I reckon the audience is going to love this. I know in my short time, having been exposed to the students and the course, I've learnt so much about trends, digital, social media that I wouldn't have otherwise known. But more importantly, the things I've learnt from watching you guys do the work with me and how quickly you can do it has been hugely interesting. And I know there's things that our audience is going to want to learn, especially from a younger person's perspective. So tell me, is there one particular social media platform or maybe a tool or something that you've noticed happening in the digital space that has been really amazing recently that you thought, oh wow, that's fantastic, that maybe our audience wouldn't know about?
Well, probably the most popular for maybe businesses would be Instagram, considering a lot of young people, teenagers, use the platform. It has several resources that you can use, like you can post, you can make stories, all that kind of thing. But yeah.
So as a young person using Instagram, what is the key features or the things about it that you love the most and you use the most?
Well, on a personal level, we can share what's going on in our lives to our friends. We can look at what's going on in other people's lives. We can see new products, watch like our idols or whatever. But yeah, it's just good to be able to see what's going on around you, really.
Yeah. And what's the best new feature that you've seen or liked with Instagram or social media recently?
The stories probably, because you can create a story that stays up for 24 hours, or you can save it so when someone views your account, they can go into that and they can see whatever you've put up.
Great.
It could be a video or saying that you're going to go do something, or really anything you want to put up.
That's fantastic. All right, so one last question for Milana before I get our next student in the hot seat. What would you like to do? Not when you grow up, but maybe in the next 5-10 years. Where would you see yourself? What would you like to do?
Well, I'm enjoying the filming and stuff we're doing at the moment. It would be really good. It might be hard, but it would be really good to be able to continue just filming or even going to some more of the editing stuff. But
Great.
Yeah.
All right, well, because we're rolling here off the cuff and we're going to get another student in, why don't we all give Milana a round of applause? Yeah. That was great. Well done.